Hey, what is up, guys? It's Crusade back with another killer video for Dead by Daylight. And this time, because in my previous killer video, I got pretty much everyone down on basement hooks. But in these two games, I'm going to get people on all the outside hooks. I'll show you how to handle the outside hook defense. Because sometimes survivors, they won't really go for players on hooks, but you don't want to completely leave the hook, because they're pretty good at identifying when a hook is just undefended, and someone will usually get baited into going in for a rescue. So this is going to show some of that, you kind of want to patrol back and forth from your hook, because if you just sit right next to your hook, they're just going to see that you're camping the hooked player and they're not going to go for it. But if you kind of leave a little bit, and you can kind of do a twofold job. You can help defend the generators while you have a hooked player. You can also help bait the player into trying to rescue your hooked player, and maybe you can get some more damage in and try to manage the survivors a little better. Alright, so hope you enjoy. Alright, let's see, a rank 1, 5, 4, and a 19. Alright, got my work cut out for me here. Especially with this rank 1. Probably won't be able to catch him, and he'll probably be able to escape through the trapdoor. So just real quick, I'd like to go over some changes that have been acknowledged by the devs in their, I think their 5th Twitch Q&A. They do one every Thursday for about an hour. And they have done some changes to the Killer's Shack. There isn't 2 windows anymore. The far window that's on the opposite end of the doorway is also a doorway now. And the toolbox sabotage, I believe, is more difficult on hooks, although they didn't confirm anything on sabotaging traps. So really cool that they're actively making a lot of balancing changes, but let's see how this game goes. Should be my hardest game yet. Okay, I think I'm going to stick with the same strategy, more or less. Find my basement. Is that the basement? No, it's not. Trap this window here. See if these guys, see if I can catch someone kind of early and see if these guys sort of sacrifice him. So I can show a strategy on how to sort of maybe scare them away from generators while you have a guy on a hook, an outside hook. Okay, we already got a guy on a generator here, because you don't have to necessarily like get damage on this guy. You actually just have to scare them away from generators, and that's actually good enough. Okay, he took that one over there. Trying to heal. Something I didn't mention about the generators is that there is like a clicking noise if someone is working on it, so definitely listen out for that sound and rush towards it if you hear that sound. Make sure there's nobody working on a generator. Okay, so we got a guy on outside hook. You want to wait for a second, make sure no one kind of tries to ninja him while you're setting a trap down at his feet. But it is a very common strategy to put a trap down at their feet, because then they have to deal with the trap in some way, and it buys you extra time. You can go further away, and you don't have to stick as close to the hook. Whereas, because unhooking someone takes, 1.5 seconds. Should we have scratch marks here? Okay. So, I mean, we can commit a little bit to chasing people and trying to do damage here. Tried to be sneaky. He's gonna bait that? Okay. That's good. Don't want him sabotaging traps. That is incredibly bad, so you definitely want to try and focus toolbox people. This guy's in really bad shape. Okay, so we saw him up there. Okay, another thing is to do a deceitful gap closer. Is to let them get kind of close, keep them in the corner of your eye, and make it seem like you don't see them at all. Oops. Like, I see him up there, but I'm not looking directly at him. So maybe he'll get a little more bold because he thinks, oh, he doesn't see me, so I can get a little closer. And I can sneak a little closer and switch to him and just start beelining it towards him. This can work in pretty much any situation. If someone's like just hiding behind a tree, you see him hiding behind that tree, and you just make it seem like you don't see them. You can kind of get a little close. Don't go directly towards them. And then once you think you're close enough, you can start beelining it towards them, and you'll be that much closer. Okay, so they're over there. I don't have traps down in my basement or basement building, but like I know these guys are good, so I know they're gonna be working fast, so I have to kind of work fast as well. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Okay, so probably go to my left here, so actually, is he hiding behind here? I think he is, yeah. We didn't see scratch marks going past that tree, so. And I did put this in the description of my second video, but if you hold down mouse 1, it'll charge up your cleaver swing, and you'll do a lunge attack. Very good for closing a little extra gap there. Unfortunately, this isn't the Meg Thomas with the toolbox, so you definitely want to, if you see the character with the toolbox, you definitely want to try and get them first if you can. So again, we're on the outside hook here. And I waited just a couple seconds just to see if anyone would try to ninja the unhook before I set down the trap. But now that my trap's down, that can buy us a little extra time. We don't have to be as vigilant. We have to babysit her as that much. So I'm gonna oh, she's already dead. So that's pretty good. Now we got scratch marks here. It's been worked on. Okay, here we go. Not gonna break that just yet, because perhaps he knows there's a pal here. Okay, he's gonna vault over that. It's unfortunate. Okay, this generator is already active, and we know what he's gonna do with those windows. So we know he's probably gonna go back to that generator 100% once he thinks it's clear. So we can come back here. See if he's he's hiding a little bit. So we do want to defend this generator. It's by this building. And I do expect him to try and go back into that window, so I'm gonna trap this up really fast. Unfortunately, he may see me laying these traps down, which is never a good thing because then they could just easily disarm it, and we know there's a toolbox still on the map. Get sabotage these. I'm gonna try and prevent that, but it's gonna be difficult because the doorway is not in really a good spot. And they only need one left. Generators are a little split up. Okay, but good, we don't hear any pistons on that one currently. This one's going pretty full force. And we know this one back here has a lot of pistons going as well, so they'll probably unlock the escape. See, hopefully we get one more guy here at least. pretty much just want to patrol back and forth here. You can't sit on top of a hill and try and spot. I thought I saw something there. So, showing that sitting on top of a hill, and if you have eagle eyes like that, you can do some cool stuff. He might not be able to make it to this window up here. We'll see. And you can hear that guy working on that generator down here, right down here. And we can see him. So we're going to leave her dying because we know there's no one else going to be able to save her. Okay, finally realized. Scratch mark's going to the right. Okay, so they ended, so we... Okay, here we go. Ooh, close one. Okay, let's see what he does here. If he tries to bait this vault. I don't know what that marker was. What? Okay. Oh, he sabotaged my trap that I put here. Damn. Okay, let's see. No, he didn't. I thought maybe he'd go for his friend, but he didn't. He can't be far. I should go check up on the down. Oh, he did get him up. That's not good. Okay. So, oh, I don't have a trap. It's bad on my part. Okay, so he's gonna try and distract me while this guy probably goes for this generator. Yep. I thought maybe he... Oh! Okay, I thought maybe he went up the steps. This is good here. Actually, I don't know how my hooks are doing. Oh, good. I still have one hook left. We can utilize this one. Okay, so now we gotta predict what his teammate will do. She does have a toolbox. Oh, she disconnected. I don't know, I guess we'll see which one the rank 1 was, but that was a pretty high ranking group. And they're all gone. So that was a pretty good match. Let's see who it was with the toolbox. Okay, he was the rank 4. So hopefully that gave you a decent idea on how to utilize the outside hooks a little better. The common strat of putting the hook, or the trap, your trap, down at the survivor's feet when they're hooked. I mean, that is an extremely common strat for a reason. It buys you a lot of time, so you don't have to be as close to your hook, and you can continue to, you can go out and pressure the generators a little more if they're still trying to work on the generators. But, I mean, obviously you always have to patrol back and at least take a glimpse, see what's going on with your hooked player. Make sure that no one's attempting rescue, but also simultaneously trying to continue defense on those generators. The plus side about hooking someone on an outside hook is, I mean, the hook could be near generators as well, so you can kind of just guard the vicinity of that hooked player. Alright, not too high ranking of a group here, but I will try to sort of showcase a more of a harassment style trapper, just being aggressive, being all over the place. It's hard to do with the trapper. This playstyle is probably going to be way more suited for the hillbilly, because I mean the trapper, he wants to set traps, he wants to be a little more cunning. Hillbilly, he can, you know, they already showed him where his special ability is to rev up his chainsaw. When he uses his chainsaw, he can sprint towards his enemy. He can't turn too well, I believe. But he's like a more of a blitz type character, a more aggressive type character. Trapper probably can't pull it off as well as the Hillbilly, but I will try to show this sort of strategy. And the thing about this strategy that you should keep in mind is you don't have to fully commit and chase a survivor and hit them twice. You want to just mainly defend the generators, and to do that you can just scare them off the generators. Get close, make them think you're gonna do something, and then quickly go to another generator and defend that one. So it's about being all over the place. So I'm putting this here in a choke point. Traps are definitely way better at choke points, especially in grass, like right there. You don't want to put them near the generator because they're in plain sight. May catch an unsuspecting player, but higher ranked players will definitely spot that easily. Okay, we heard a loud noise, but we don't know where that's at. We're actually going to set a trap at a window here really quick before we go out there and check that out. Holy good God, what is going on over there? So this generator is pretty far away, so we can probably sacrifice this generator. But we do want to pressure the survivors as much as we can. So obviously it blew up, so the pistons stopped. There's probably pistons going on that. It's probably not at 0%. Okay, so we know the basement's in the other building that I was in earlier, because we didn't see the basement in the shack. Hello. Oh shit, I didn't hold down mouse one. There's that lunge. So this guy has the toolbox. Normally we could just, you know, let him bleed a little bit. But he does have a toolbox. So we can hear this guy working on this. Oh, okay. Seems I got that bug again where I didn't rub the blade on my wrist, but I did wait a little bit. Just because it's kind of unfair if I abuse that bug. But he didn't seem to want to move anyway, so whatever. So I do have a player on the outside hook here. He attempted to escape 3 times. I could put a trap at his feet. Well, I don't think that's necessary. As you can see, they're not coming for him. I'm actually just going to go ahead and leave him. If I catch him again, he's instantly dead, so I'm not too worried if they save him, actually. Generator defense, a little more important. Okay, so someone disarmed my trap here. I didn't notice it. Definitely want to be noticing if someone's disarming your traps. Keep an eye out for your unsprung traps. Try to be aware if they're suddenly sprung and no one's caught. Also always try to have a trap in your hands if you can, because if you do catch someone and put them on an outside hook, you can, of course, drop that trap. Okay, that guy got healed. So again, with this strategy, it's difficult because generators are all split up. You really got to use your sound. You don't have to look at the generator, just listen. This one's almost done. I think there might be someone around here. Yep. There he is. That was a mistake. Oh, can't believe I missed that. Okay, so this is really handy. There's a hook right here, it's on a hill, and there's an extra trap right here, so... The hill is really good because you can spot from the top of it, and it's a choke point as well. Usually there's multiple ways to come at a hook. But this way, I mean, you could be pretty far away and just spot them. And it does seem like they are just going aggressive on generators. See, he's so far away, but I can still kind of see. I would be able to see if a silhouette was... Yep, you can see a guy going for him. Okay, he went straight for the unhook, so one of them's getting trapped, yeah. I could put that guy on the trap really fast, but I'm going to try and be greedy here, get that guy down. Now I'm going to do it. So I figured I'd be able to catch him. Yeah, I thought about putting that on a trap, but... Oops. I got two guys down here. This guy's not focused on generator, so I can play a little snout. I'm entirely sure what his plan is here. See, when I was standing here like this, I was looking away from the wall, so he wouldn't be able to see my red light. So try to be aware of that you do have a red light wherever you're looking, and it can't give away your position. Okay, should be looking for the guy that was crawling around. I don't know where he crawled off to. If someone is downed, they do make noises, kind of like an injured player, but they're not as prominent. So in that current situation, that was just the survivors struggling to try and save their teammate, because they actually did try to save that time. There's only one guy left, and he has to make, and he's dead actually. He's at, the only way for him to escape now is if he crawls to the trap door. It is possible, I suppose. The thing about a down player is they don't actually trigger traps either, so traps are useless right now. He's crawling, so it couldn't have gone far, but it is really tough to spot a person crawling around in grass. And there's a trapdoor spawn somewhere around this special building around here. Oh, here it is. So if you really want to win, you could just let him bleed out. Make sure he doesn't crawl in. Alright, so hopefully you enjoyed that. Again, only the outside hooks were utilized, and maybe you could see the strategy I was kind of using there. Obviously, the survivors did kind of try to save the players in the outside hooks, especially in that second game, where I put the player up on the hill and I went pretty far away. So, I mean, the survivor might not have normally gone to save him, but since I was nowhere near, he decided that it was a good opportunity to try and do that. But it was very easy to spot him from far away, and you can cover a lot more ground than you think you can. even as the trapper. Of course, if you're the hillbilly, you can use this chainsaw sprint to even cover ground even faster. So we'll be on the lookout for that blitz style of play. And well, I hope you learned something from this. Thanks.